Welcome back to Exposed. With us in studio is a young mother named Adrienne Zachary. Welcome, Adrienne.
Thank you.
Tell us a little bit about yourself.
I'm 20 years old. My son's name is Aiden. He's 15 months, and I'm currently living at my house.
Okay.
Over there.
How was was your pregnancy planned?
No, it wasn't.
How did you, your family, and your boyfriend at the time react when they found out you're pregnant?
Well, I myself was shocked. I actually cried. I was very, very shocked. I cried and my friend was with me, so I had some support from her. That's basically like your first reaction is just you're shocked. Like there's no other way to explain it. Like it's really scary.
How did your boyfriend at the time and your family react?
He was terrified and again shocked. It kind of took a while to kick in. It was like, okay, like where do we go from here? You tell them and it's shocking. What do you say? Like it took a while to really like figure it out and for it to really like set in. And
in the end, were they supportive of you?
For sure, yeah. There was like my family, they were pretty shocked. They're like seriously, and I'm like yeah. And a few of them were angry with me because of my age. But in the end, they were really supportive, We really, talked everything through and just came up with plans and said, okay, we're going to do this, and this is how we're going to do it.
And what do you think is the importance of having your family support you when you're not the, you were 19 when you got pregnant?
18.
18, and you're not the youngest person that's obviously been pregnant, and you're a bit more independent than, I guess, 14 or 15 or even a 16-year-old would be. But still, how important is that family support for you?
It's extremely important. If I didn't have my family there for me, I don't even know how I would have gotten through it, because it is a very difficult time in your life. People judge you. They see you with your growing belly, and they give you these looks and everything, and you need that support. It's important. It's who are you gonna go to when you don't know what to do? When you need advice, and you need your family. It's extremely important. So for me, I was really lucky to have that support, and I'm still lucky today to have the support of
No, I know.
my
Family, friends is the most important thing. How has your life changed in general since the baby?
Dramatically, I would say. I feel like I'm 10 years older than some of my friends. They're all in school, they're doing their own thing. And, here I am, stay-at-home mom. I get up, I have my schedule, I'm running after my little guy. And, so it's changed, dramatically. Everyone's out doing their own thing, going to school, stressing out about exams and everything. And I'm stressing out, oh my God, is he going to nap? And, just...
So it's a lot of responsibility.
It's a lot of responsibility, yeah.
What are some of the challenges of taking care of a child at such a young age?
There's a lot of challenges through every stage of, from him being an infant to a toddler. At first, it's, they're up every 2 hours, and you don't get used to it right like that. It takes a long time to really adjust to it, and we'd fall asleep during feedings, and so there's that. And then there's the teething, their first set of teeth. Oh my gosh, it's very, very exhausting, and you know, it's a lot of walking around and patting them, and it's so that's a challenge. And then there's the crawling stages, then there's the walking, which I would find is the most challenging so far. It's really you're chasing them constantly. It's very hard to get stuff done.
So that's at the point where you are right now in your life?
Yeah.
So you were mentioning when we went film you at your house with Aiden that you said you kind of always have to be like behind him whenever he does stuff, like dropping stuff in the toilet or
Or digging in the litter box. Yeah, it's hard to get stuff done. It's, you know, you can't sit in one room and wait, you know, 30 seconds and then okay, I'll chase them. It's right away. No, you're running after them because they're either trying to climb on something or they're, you know, like I had told Jess, they're throwing stuff in the toilet bowl or digging in the garbage, or you know, you just have to constantly follow them, and it's hard to really be productive and chase a toddler at the same time.
So your daily activities also have to change
so
drastically
I
throughout
guess
the day.
Yeah.
how hard is it, I guess, to get when we were talking to you when we were filming you said like you mostly have to get stuff done when he's napping or if your grandmother can watch him.
Yeah.
So I guess how dependent are you on your family members?
I try not to be so dependent on them where it's like, here you go, I'm gonna go do, you know, what I need to do. But you know, I just try to get as much done as I can before I get to that point where I need help. So I try not to be too dependent on my family because he is my responsibility. So I feel like I do have to watch him. I can't just, you know, leave him with someone and say, okay, I'm leaving, I'm going to do this. And it's...
So being that, like, you know, you take responsibility for your child, and I know there's some people that I guess they like to think they do, but they don't, and they have to, I guess, put the responsibility on whether it's their parents or their grandparents or another family member. But like, how does it affect your life? Like, do you have plans that you can't do because of Aiden now? Like, do you want to continue with school or work or?
I'm waiting right now for him to get into daycare so I can continue with my school. So that's another challenge is unless you have someone to watch your child, there's no way to go to school, have a job, you know, do the things that your friends would be doing because this is your main responsibility, this is your priority. But yeah, I would definitely like to get back into school. I feel more motivated to get back into school now because I'm responsible for my child. So I feel like I want to further my education and really be able to provide for him, you know?
Yeah.
Like, I feel like that'll...
Off topic, what would you like to go into?
I'd like to go into fashion design. It's 3 years, so I'm hoping it'll, you know, work out. But yeah, I've always been into that. You know, since I was maybe 9 years old, I would draw a bunch of sketches in a notebook with like stick figures, and but that's something I would really like to go into, and yeah,
It's fun, yeah.